It doesn't matter if it's at the mall, a cafe, or even a small stand outside, there's nothing quite like a sweet and delicious strawberry crepe. Welcome to day 37 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister Jay, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. Did you know? Recently on February 2nd, it was Candlemas, which means in France, crepes are served on this traditional holiday. I wonder, how many were made this year? Anyways, crepes are so versatile. From sweet to savory, you really can fill them with just about anything. From cheeses to fruits, and meat to sprinkles, no matter what you get, you can't help but want to go for seconds. What are your favorite types of crepes? Also, this prompt was kindly requested by one of you guys. If you'd like to give us a suggestion for a prompt to draw next, you're welcome to comment on this video or any of our future ones. Let us know. We'd love to hear your ideas. That's it for today. See you tomorrow for day 38. Guys, the Winter Olympics are here. Every few years we gather around to watch the greatest athletes represent their country in sports and compete in some of the most amazing feats on the world stage. And honestly, I can't tell you just how much I love watching the Olympics. Welcome back to day 38 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister S, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. As someone who hasn't been incredibly gifted with the ability to perform that well in sports, to me, watching the Olympics is honestly some of the coolest things ever. To see the incredible feats athletes are capable of performing at such a high level will never be something I'm secretly sort of in envy of. But anyways, to celebrate, we'll be drawing some of the winter sports over the next week or two. And today, you can probably tell it's alpine skiing. Do you guys watch the Olympics? And if you do, what's your favorite sport to watch? Let us know. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 39. Even though it's across the ice, a hot-blooded game of hockey fires up the competitive spirit. Welcome to day 39 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister Jay, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. Every country has their own favorite sport to cheer their favorite athletes in during the Olympics. But for Canadians, there's no other sport quite like hockey. It is our national sport after all. To be honest though, I don't watch it usually, but I know everyone in Canada, including myself, will tune in whenever there's a great match over these next 2 weeks. Today for this heart-pumping game, I chose to draw Ash from our webcomic Zenith and Infinity because he's sporty and full of passion, perfect for a round of hockey. Anyways, what heated rivalries are you looking forward to across the ice? Or maybe your favorite hockey moment? Let us know. That's all for today. See you tomorrow for day 40. Sometimes even the most mundane things can be the most relaxing and enjoyable things out there. When you need the messiness of the world to quiet down a little, doing simple things like taking a walk and stopping to watch the clouds just might do the trick. Welcome back to day 40 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister S, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. Laying back and watching the day pass by while looking at the clouds seems like such a luxury these days, but sometimes you just need to sit back and relax. So today, I drew Ray hanging out in the sun and laying in the grass looking up at the many coincidentally animal-shaped clouds in the sky. Personally, I haven't done cloud watching in a long time, but after drawing this, I don't know. I think maybe next time the weather is warm, I'll head outside, plop myself onto the ground, and do some cloud watching too. Anyways, what are some things you guys do to unwind? Let us know. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 41. What time sport can be done with 1 person, 2 people, or 4 people? You thought it was track and field, skiing, or swimming, but it was me, bobsledding. Welcome to day 41 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister Jay, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. When you think about bobsledding, you might think about the infamous Jamaican bobsledding team, but for me, I just see it and think, wow, that's basically a roller coaster on ice. Did you know that bobsleds can reach up to 150 kilometers per hour? By the way, that's about 93 miles per hour for you Americans out there. That's faster than a cheetah and about as fast as a fastball in baseball. The athletes go around and around 4 times to get the fastest time possible, and speeding down the iconic 180-degree Peterson turn. It looks dangerous, but honestly, low-key super fun. This might be a long shot, but have you ever tried bobsledding before? If not, would you try bobsledding? Let us know. That's all for today. See you tomorrow for day 42. Did you know the very first sport added to the Winter Olympic Games was figure skating? With a variety of different categories, figure skaters show off some of the most incredible and artistic performances on the ice. Welcome back to day 42 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister S, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. As someone who doesn't always have the greatest sense of balance on the best of days, figure skating and ice dancing is something that I personally always look forward to watching during the Olympics. The elegance, the technical expertise, and the way figure skaters just make spins and twirls look so easy while dancing to music is so mesmerizing. Paired with pretty outfits and an incredible stage presence, some of the best performances are truly unforgettable. Anyways, do you guys watch skating during the Olympics? Let us know. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 43. On a bright sunny day, besides using a wide brim hat, what other item can you use to protect yourself from UV rays? The answer is sunglasses. Welcome to day 43 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister Jay, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. Whether it's for a party, while you're driving, or biking down a trail, sunglasses are quite the reliable partner for anything outdoors, and they've been that way for over 2,000 years. Despite the long time, it doesn't seem like they'll ever go out of fashion anytime soon. That being said, apparently a pair of sunglasses gets lost, broken, or sat on every 14 minutes in America, which honestly, I'm not sure if that's really fast or fairly slow. Anyways, have you lost or broken a pair of your favorite sunglasses before? Let us know. And if you're wondering, why haven't we reached the coloring stage yet of this video and it's ending already? Well, it's because I forgot to press record, but don't worry, I won't keep the final results a secret. Here you go. That's all for today, and I'll try to remember to record the coloring part for next time, and with that, see you tomorrow for day 44. With so many winter sports happening at the Olympics, it's inevitable that some are just less watched than others. Maybe they're not as flashy, or people just don't know the rules, but for me, I know that if there's no one left watching curling, I'm dead. Welcome back to day 44 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister S, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. I think curling is one of those really unassuming sports where people just don't really think to tune in to watch, but if you do, you'll know that games are literally decided by inches. Sliding the stones on the ice and strategically trying to block your opponent so they can't score, or trying to get as close as you can to get as many points as possible, honestly leaves you surprisingly invested once you start watching. Being both surprisingly tactical and fairly easy to understand, curling, in my opinion, is such an underrated gem. Anyways, what sports do you guys think are underrated or maybe just underwatched? Let us know. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 45. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone! Welcome to day 45 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister Jay, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. On this day of love, whether you spend it with a loved one, your friends and family, or even alone, just remember to pick up some chocolate. I mean, whoever you're spending the day with or not, doesn't really matter. Just remember you can accept a treat to love yourself a bit, right? Maybe you'll spend the night having a romantic dinner or having a party with friends, but for me, spending the night relaxing for myself sounds like a great time to me. Anyways, how are you spending your Valentine's Day? Let us know. That's all for today. See you tomorrow for day 46. No matter how you slice it, being sick sucks. From runny noses to fevers to losing your appetite, getting sick is truly one of the most awful things we regularly have to experience. Welcome back to day 46 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister S, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. I don't know about you guys, but I make it my mission to be as sick as little as possible. From dodging people who cough on the side of the road to wearing a bunch of layers in the winter so I don't catch a cold, preventing sickness is a whole ordeal. But inevitably, when I do get sick, it's like my body thinks the world is ending. Including all of the symptoms from before, my body says, no, you get more. I get the wonderful gift of migraines, muscle pain, and losing all the warmth in my body despite being in a blanket burrito, and not to mention taking at least double the time as other people to recover. So yeah, maybe I'm just weak, but man, being sick really does suck. Anyways, what sort of remedies do you guys use to recover when you get sick? Let us know. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 47. Every third Monday of February, some provinces in Canada celebrate Family Day, perfect for today's prompt family. Welcome to day 47 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister Jay, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. Whether it's spending time with your family, going on an out-of-town trip, hanging out with friends if you're not that close to your family or they just aren't nearby, or just a nice long weekend at home by yourself with your pets, it's always nice to have just a relaxing 3-day weekend. Your family is always what you make of it. For this prompt today, I drew our main protagonist Ray and his father Adam in our webcomic Zenith to Infinity, enjoying the day together on their own day off. It's a flashback of the past, but hey, it still counts. What are things you like to do when you have time off with your family? Let us know. That's all for today. See you tomorrow for day 48. Symbolizing strength, intuition, and freedom, horses are one of the most important animals in human history. Welcome back to day 48 of the 365-day challenge. Together with my sister S, we'll be challenging ourselves to draw every day for the whole year. Whether we use them for horse-drawn carriages, hunting prey in the wilderness, or headed out to war on horseback, being the primary way humans have traveled long distances since before the 1800s, horses were always essential to the development of human society and civilization. But these days, thankfully, horses don't need to be put in nearly as much danger as they used to, and can be kept as pets, companions, or even entered into a race or two. And of course, if you happen to be celebrating the Lunar New Year, this year is the year of the horse. So for those of you celebrating, Happy New Year! And whether you're celebrating or not, I'm wishing you all good health, wealth, and happiness anyways. So yeah, do you guys have any stories related to horses? Let us know. Thanks for joining us and we'll see you tomorrow for day 49.